Hey, everybody, welcome to an all new episode of the Geek Table Talk, your source for all things blurred, nerd, and geek culture. I am your host, Anthony Sterling. Well, one of your hosts, Anthony Sterling, aka your friendly neighborhood super Negro. And joining me, as always, are my friends and co hosts, arranged differently this time. Usually, it's me here, you here, Dave, and Chris here at the bottom. Not saying he's at the bottom, he's just the foundation that holds us, keeps us
Rock.
together. He's our rock.
Was in the top, now I'm on the bottom.
Dave's a true power bottom, but you're a super top. Ain't that cool? So, ladies and gentlemen, joining me as always, fellow friends and co hosts, Mr. Christopher McNabb and Mr. David Welte. How are you, good sirs? How's it going? Waiting for reaction.
I was just saying, I don't know. I was trying to be courteous, man. Let the other man,
Since he's on top.
Yeah, I mean,
Speak
exactly.
up, Chris.
Hey, rules down, yo. I'm waiting for my turn.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 11 of the Geek Table Talk. As usual, sponsored by absolutely no one. So that keeps us honest and truthful to what we say. And as usual, please like, comment, definitely share, but hit that red subscribe button. It will only take a second. Give us that blue thumbs up, y'all. Blue thumbs are always cool, and it helps with YouTube's algorithm. And ding that bell and turn your notifications to all so you'll be notified when the next episode of Geek Table Talk or movie reviews or whatever we decide to put on here pops up so you can watch it when it premieres and be the first on your block to watch some great kick-ass comment. Whew. I love doing that. It takes a lot out of me when I go and I start begging for subscribers and shit. But guess what? That begging has worked. Why? Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We reached 500.
The milestone.
Yes. We reached one of the milestones. 500 subscribers. In all honesty, I think it's 507 or 508 subscribers. So
that's the milestone.
That was the milestone, but we are still on the road to 1,000 because, ladies and gentlemen, now that we've reached 500, the contest begins. So just leave a comment on any of the videos right here on the TSWN YouTube channel, and you'll have a chance to win a $50 gift certificate that we will announce on episode 12 of the Geek Table Talk. We do this once a month, so next month we'll announce who wins. And good luck to everyone, because I'm just going to put your names in a bowl, and I don't know if I'm gonna do it on the show or just do it on my own. I have no clue. What you think? You think we should announce them on the show, like dig for the name, pull it out, and announce them on the show, or just like, hey,
and the winner is
Yeah, sure.
And if we don't like the winner, we could throw it out and pick another one. No,
oh, this guy, hell
no, you get nothing.
We get a quick cut.
You can run around and do a Jerry Jones. I want to redo. This draft was bull. I want to redo. So yes, thank y'all so much. But hey, it doesn't stop there at the 508 or 507. I can't remember. We are on the road to 1,000 people. So continue to share and watch. Let people know we exist. Let's just try and get this bad boy to the top videos on YouTube's front page, so people know that we are just as cool as Cowboy Kent Rollins or Sam the Cooking Guy or Comics Explained or Emergency Awesome. Okay, those first two, they're on mine because I watch them all the time. I love Sam the Cooking Guy and Cowboy Kent Rollins. Is it Kent Rollins? Yeah. I love watching their little cooking segments because I'm fat. And they're always in front, so I always click on it. But there are others. So come on, join us for some fun. And you hear those dogs? Those dogs are barking and howling because they're sad. Why? Because you're not hitting that subscribe.
It's true. Very true.
Stop making the dog sad, humans.
Hey, if everybody tells a friend, there's our 1K.
There it is. One friend tells one friend, that friend tells two friends, those two friends tell four.
Hey, you know, we got 500. They all just need to tell one friend.
Yeah, that's all you have to do. And I think I have a couple of ghost pages that I can subscribe, which I haven't, which is kind of sad that I have some some burner accounts that I haven't even subscribed to my damn channel. It's not my fault.
Man, keep it honest, man. Not
I am
padding the
keeping it
numbers.
honest. Yeah, we're not gonna pad the numbers. We're not like I don't know who used to pad numbers.
That guy.
That guy, who had like 2 million, and then come to find out they were all bots. Well, no. I'm sorry. Only like 1.5 million were bots, supposedly.
Yeah,
and when
that
YouTube cleaned
happened
house
to a lot of Twitch people too recently.
Oh
so
yeah, I
there you
felt
go.
so bad for him. It was like, oh, and speaking of, I am on Twitch. I am a Twitch affiliate. Come on, come watch me play the Ratchet and Clank, which I have to say Friday was we record these on Saturdays, but I'm usually streaming on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. For now, hopefully, if things get even better, I might just say fuck my job and move on and become a full Twitch bitch. It's up to you, the viewer, to make that happen. But last Monday, well, the Monday that just passed, was a grand old time playing Ratchet and Clank. And then the Friday before that, some weeks ago, we had a little reunion. We had some punk band reunions happening. My old job at KATC TV3. Yep, I'm giving you some free advertisement, you rad bastards. We had a little reunion there as well. So come on in, man. Madness AD. It's twitch.tv/Madness AD. There is fun to be had. And if you have a Prime account, you can subscribe with no money going out of your pocket. It's kind of like a free subscription. But if you feel like I'm worth your time and worth a little bit of change, treat me like that old stripper at Desperados. If you're from our area, you know what Desperados is. Treat me like Tammy and Trixie and just throw me a couple of nickels. Just make it hail. Just make it hail. Just
make it hail for the man.
Yeah, I'll do a little something strange for some change. Not too strange, but strange enough to where your nickels, dimes, and quarters are well spent. So just hit that subscribe button. Or if you don't want to subscribe, if you're on Twitch, hit the follow. It's that simple. Truly that simple. All right. The begging has done or is done.
Begging complete.
Xbox achievement. Begging complete. What is it? 50 gamer points?
Yeah.
I think that one's worth 10,
10?
begging,
the
but
begging.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're not going to give you everything, So, ladies and gentlemen, begging is done. I think, let's see, I was supposed to give a quick little shout out to a friend and their business, but they didn't send me the link. So next episode,
Friendo, why?
Why did you do it, best of friendo? Sadness. Next time, I promise I will, because she's an amazing person. She has an amazing business she's getting started, and want to show her some love. So hopefully next show, all her eggs are in the are in the order, all her ducks are in order, and we just pop, 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 pop. No, Peter, do not flag my video. I do not kill animals. I only eat them. Delicious. Anyway, I'm losing it. I'm literally losing it. This damn head cold. All right, let's get into viewer comments. I really
comments.
I'm gonna make some graphics. I swear, when I have enough time, I'm gonna make graphics like I did before that are just wildly irregular and crazy, and we just go for broke.
I mean, I respect it.
Hey, it's gonna happen. Damn it, it's going to happen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, viewer comments. Hey, if you want to leave a comment, hey, the option's there. It's right under this video. Just type how you feel. Let us know how you feel about the show. Let us know how you feel about the topics we discuss. Let us know how ruggedly handsome and sexy we are. We will read them on the next episode. I promise you, we're
And
about to do this.
you can win $50 too.
Ah, you ain't winning $50. Well, yeah, plus you can win $50. Put them comics in. Just do it. Just leave. You could even just say, hey, that's a comment. You
Hey,
know?
guys.
Hey guys,
Hey.
use the symbols on your keyboard to draw penises. I don't care. We just want to hear from you guys. It's called interaction. Since we record, we like to know how people feel about it. I mean, now if you get ugly with us, damn, wouldn't there be something we get an ugly ass comment and that ugly ass comment wins that person $50?
That'd be
Guess
pretty
who
funny.
and guess how ugly I'm gonna be. You're gonna get a $50 Monopoly bill. I don't even think Monopoly has $50, but I will make one and that's what you'll get. So be nice. There we go. All right. First comment comes from Jason. Hey, Jason. And Jason says, oh, and what is taking so long for Harley Quinzel? Oh, excuse me. He said her government name, Harleen Quinzel, to come back. I want to know. I want to know your feelings towards the Bad Batch and Scarlett Johansson producing the Tower of Terror. Well, Jason, what's taken Harley Quinn so long to come back? Well, animation takes a while. And once again, we are still in a broken Panasonic tape deck, and the animators are scattered. So depending on how they're scheduling each episode or how long they have to make episodes and get the writing done, get the animation in, get the voice acting done, I don't think you're gonna see the next season. Well, you'll probably see it maybe early next year, middle of next year, because I think the Harley Quinn series, which is on HBO Max, I think there's 3 seasons right now, right? And I believe there's 3 seasons. So season 4, it might take some time. Look, if you can wait damn near what 2-3 years now, season 3 of Atlanta hasn't dropped on FX.
Let me drop something there. It's 2 seasons
Oh, it's
right
two
now.
seasons. Okay,
Yeah,
so the third
third
season,
one's supposedly, but you never know with how everything's been going right
right?
now. But supposedly sometime this year still, supposedly.
Okay, so
Probably not with the way things are going, but you
right,
know.
supposedly, I'm sorry about that. I thought season 3 had hit. That goes to show you, I need to catch up on Harley Quinn because I've watched all of season 1 and some of season 2, and I was like, I'll come back because it's a hilarious, well written show, well animated. I mean, it's Warner Brothers. You tell me a bad Warner Brothers animated series. Um,
They usually knock it out of the park with those.
yeah, their movies have been slipping. Their animated movies have been slipping though. The DC movies, it's hit or miss big time now. But I'm hoping we get to see the misadventures of Harley and Poison Ivy very soon for season 3. And when it drops, I'm gonna binge. I'm actually gonna go back season 1 all the way through 3. So let's keep our fingers crossed we get to see it in the year of our Lord 2021. For your next one, how do we feel towards the Bad Batch? Okay, I am a Star Wars fan, but I have yet to watch uh much of the Bad Batch. I've watched the first 3 episodes. I enjoyed those first 3, so I am going to go back and get into it because I think they're 12 episodes deep now, so I can do a nice steady binge of it. But so far, I'm enjoying it. I From the 3 episodes, not once again 3 episodes, I actually like it. Probably when I get to episode 12, I could probably tell you I really love it or I fucking hate it, and that's how I feel. Chris, Dave, have y'all watched it?
I am not.
Yeah,
Oh,
say
okay.
unfortunately I haven't yet. Everyone's like, "Yeah, man, you're a Star Wars man. Watch." It's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get to it." And
Yeah.
I think what we're trying to say is blame Marvel. Marvel takes us away from everything. Sorry. Right now, they're just rocking the TV.
There's
They're just
something else that dropped too, though. I'll get into it at the end.
okay. We'll get into it at the and Scarlett Johansson producing Tower of Terror. I guess that's nice. That might have been a concession to her from Disney for booting her out of being Black Widow, but I think she was getting tired of being Black Widow. I think she wanted to move on to other projects. So congratulations to her. I hope Tower of Terror is very fun. I mean, I wrote the Tower of Terror. I don't know how you're gonna really run with. And wasn't it also a like a special? Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, hey, I'm going all the way up and no, I'm down. So we'll see. We'll see where that goes. Y'all thoughts on ScarJo handling the Tower of Terror?
I mean, I'm fine, but I'm like at the same time, I gotta know more details. Like,
Yeah.
Has she
what?
produced anything?
Huh?
Has she produced anything before this?
I think she has. I think she's done some producing, but it wasn't like major motion picture production. It could, and I don't want to say like it could have been a couple of indie films. Oh, Goofy Me. We just saw one of the things that she also she co-produced in Black Widow.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's executive producer. One of the executive producers of Black Widow. So yeah, she's now in the the realm of producing. And with Tower of Terror, um The Rock is in the next big Disney film that they're pushing. What is
Yeah,
it?
Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise. That's based on a ride,
That's what I say, and they managed to flesh that out into
a movie.
something. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm like, oh, okay.
I
So
mean, I'm sure anything is like I'm just like okay for this one though. It's like all right, I gotta know some more details.
well, I look at it like this: The
Like
Rock
only
is,
thing I know right now is she's producing all that stuff,
yeah,
whatever. It's coming out. That's about it.
yeah. The
Man,
Rock is a roided up Popeye. I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
like, give me my Texas Cyclone movie. Come on.
That's gonna be broken. We'll never get to see it. Every time we're gonna go to the theater, the projection screen is broken. We'll never enjoy it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Texas Cyclone. If you are from the region of Louisiana, Texas, mainly Lafayette, where we're from, Lake Charles, Houston, the Texas Cyclone, all the way to Houston, the Texas Cyclone was a ride at Astro World. Okay, for the youngins, you all know what Astro World is because Travis Scott made a whole goddamn album called Astro World, so you'll get it. It was a Six Flags park, and which got bought by Warner Brothers, and it was a ride many wanted to ride, but none could because the bastard was always broken.
Made of wood.
Yeah, it was made of wood. It was destined, it was destined to go to. But it's so funny because every time as a kid we went to Astro World, like my dad would say, "What you want to ride?" The Texas Cyclone. All right, go. Texas Cyclone is
Try your
down.
luck, boy.
Yeah.
Not today.
Good luck, you little fat bastard. You ain't getting on. And we would run over there, and it's like, Texas Cyclone is closed down for repairs. We're sorry for the inconvenience. And I'm like, no, you're not sorry.
On the
Goddamn
knees,
devils.
arms to the sky.
So that
Always.
if Warner Brothers would make a Texas Cyclone movie, you could pretty much put it in the DCEU as a failure. Yeah, I said it.
It could be like some sort of just twisted comedy.
Could
There
be.
you go.
Zack Snyder directs. That's the way they bring back Zack Snyder. Here's our olive branch. Do the Texas Cyclone movie. And
Yeah, if
come
you
back
can make
into
the
DC.
Texas Cyclone, you got it.
Well, he would make it, and then the Snyder fans would lose their mind. Release the Ultra Snyder cut with tits, and it's like, okay, all right, that's great. So yeah, congratulations to Scarlett Johansson getting in that the producing realm, and I'm like Dave, I want to see what it's about. It's got to be. I mean, it's a tower.
Yeah, I just got to know
Terror.
a little bit more because, like, Jungle
Yeah.
Cruise, I was the same way with that too. I was like, all right, what the hell are you gonna do? I mean, I guess there's some sort of thematic story with that, And I mean, I know there is too with the Tower of Terror, but still,
Right.
like, I don't know. Anyway,
So yeah, all right. Thank you, Jason, for your comment. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Eclectic BLERD is back, ready to fight for the title of Ultimate Commenter. Eclectic BLERD said, I didn't show up last time, but this time I'm back with a vengeance. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll say he's got the
Five.
championship belt right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, he's the Ric Flair of commenters. For woo! One day we're gonna get him on the show. He's gonna have the robe, the long flowing blonde hair.
I can
His
see.
next comment has to start with a woo.
Yeah.
Woo! To beat the man, you gotta what? Over comment the man. I have no clue. But
Good luck, losers.
he calls everyone jabroni. All right, so Eclectic Blurred lets us know, hey y'all, excuse me, I'm ready. Wait, before we start, lubricate the voice, the vocal cords, because we going
I'm
into it.
back.
All right. Hey y'all, I couldn't stay gone for too long. Facts. So I have a few comments. You do. Love you for it. Number one, I love seeing guests on your show. Thank you. Yes, we want to have more guests. I guess I'm gonna become the Baron of begging because during Twitch, um, that one Friday, two awesome folks came on, and I was like super fucking hype. And that was that bouncer and the blurred girl. That bouncer, Chuck was his real name. He has this amazing digital comic called The Bouncer. So if you guys want to check it out, I'll put it in the description. Go check out his go check out the comic, man. It is awesome. And then the Blurred Girl, who is one of my favorite favorite um geek blurred journalist. She's been around for a while. I don't want to say a hot minute because that'll make it seem like she's just a flash in the pan, just came through and made something. She has her own show on Twitch, the Blurred Girl, the Blurred Girl Show. Hello, as well as the Blurred Girl podcast, which you can catch on whatever service you use to get your podcast fix. And I was like, please come on the show. Both of you just come on the show. Bless us with your greatness. And I don't think she really responded because she was into the Ratchet and the Clank because she was clowning me pretty badly about, ooh, it's getting intense. Can you handle it? I'm like, I guess.
Probably not.
No. So hopefully we'll have more guests coming on. Shout out to Arye the King and Miss Naomi Fox from episode 10, which
Once
you can
again.
check up here. I'll put the link up. Watch this whole one and then go back and watch that one. They came and I thought we had a wonderful time. It was episode 10. We had to go big or go home. So yes, thank you for letting us know about that love. And we love the fact you enjoyed it. Number two, to his comment, Agents of Shield is one of the best Marvel shows ever. Even with some of the slow points, it's still it still recovered from them. Season 1 was great. I agree. I enjoyed Agents of Shield. I really really did. Season 1 was also was for me was good because of the whole Coulson thing. How did they bring Coulson back, and they had the whole, how did they bring him back? And then they finally
Philly
showed
C.
it. Yeah, it was like, how did you do it, Big C? And it got better once they got out of that realm. I think after what made Agents of Shield really kick ass is that it did connect to the Marvel Cinematic Universe in um phase 1 and phase 2. It was really connected into those. The fall of Shield with Hydra taking over. All the way up to I think it was the Age of Ultron, the Theta Protocol. So after they did that, they just went on their own run. They brought in Ghost Rider, they brought in Graviton, they brought in um the Kree. They were the first to bring the Kree all up in there, and they just started having fun with it. I'm sad to see it go, but all great things must come to an end. Have you guys ever got into Agents of Shield, or it was just like, we'll stick with the Marvel films?
I never followed it from start to finish, but I
Mhm.
watched a few episodes because a lot of them led into the movie, like Age of Ultron and stuff like
Right.
that.
Yeah, I watched like the first few seasons and everything. I still kind of need to go back and rewatch, finish, and everything.
Yeah. Well, it's on streaming services. I do
I think
believe.
it's Hulu.
I think Hulu has them all. I
Hulu.
think
I think.
Netflix has them all, as well as I think it's on Disney Plus. I can
Yeah,
be
I can't
wrong.
remember which service, but I think Hulu for sure. But
Yeah, I think it's all there. So if you
but yeah,
want to,
it's definitely out there. So.
yeah, if you want to check it out, man, I recommend check out Agents of Shield. They even brought Jamie. Is it Jamie Alexander? I can never remember who plays Lady Sif from Thor. She even makes an appearance in
Hmm.
season one. So, which was around the time of Thor: The Dark World, because they actually went to where did the convergence happen? Was it? I don't remember. Thor: The Dark World is kind of like a that's
Kind
that
of like a
child you
a blip. Like,
yeah you know you had it. You just don't want the public to know and
I
recognize or
remember some
acknowledge it
stuff
exists.
happened in there.
It's like
Yeah,
me. It's at the bottom.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, where you used to be. Trust me, you are no longer at the bottom, Chris. You
What
have
I
made
can
it.
do.
All right, number three. Now I have to go back and get and get that Black Panther run. You and Naomi Fox got me hype AF to read it now. Yes, please, ladies and gentlemen. Last episode, me and Naomi was definitely caping for Ta-Nehisi Coates' run with the Black Panther. It is no joke. Go find the books. I'm actually gonna order the final one. I think it comes out next month, along with Immortal Hulk Volume 9. So definitely go pick that up. Four, I believe Cree and Mark will be remembered for voice acting, but to me, they will always be Freddie and Luke. Okay, remember we were talking about Mark Hamill and his legacy. Cree Summer is the same way, and I agree 100%. Cree Summer will always be remembered for me as the beautiful Freddie Brooks or Winifred Freddie Brooks from A Different World. One of my crushes. Lord, if I ever meet that woman, might be a baby made. It may not be with her, but a child shall be created. Mark Hamill the same way. I mean, no child will be made with Mark Hamill. But legacy wise, everybody's gonna remember him as Luke, but whoo, that Joker voice, his voice work it's just as memorable as his acting, his actual being in movies. Because let's be honest, he's really gonna be known as Luke. Does anybody remember him in MacGyver? No, just me. Yeah,
Guyver.
yeah. You see
Like,
that
hold
that right
on.
there alone.
Uh,
Yes, he was in a movie called The Guyver, which is
Oh,
based on the manga slash anime. What was it? Bio Armor Guyver.
I
It
thought you said
was
MacGyver.
no, not MacGyver,
The
the
show.
Guyver. No, he was not. I don't know. Maybe he was, but he did television. He was in the Flash television show. He played the trickster, and then he reprised his role in Justice League, doing the voice of not only the Joker but Trickster. So
mhm.
he's been
Top
around.
knocker.
And there you go, cock knocker.
It's
I'm
true.
cock knocker. It's like, yeah, but you're Luke, dude. Stop punching dicks.
Avenge me, Hemp Knight.
And let's see, last but not least, that Batman slander was real. I guess he could do everything with prep time, but give that nappy dugout some tongue action. Look, yeah, episode 10, we went there. We did not care. Why did we go there? Because everybody else went there, and yes, we put our 2 cents in. I personally think Batman truly does need prep time, but Catwoman needed some prep time, and she could have used Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. That is not an ad, although I would like to get some Manscaped money. So Manscaped, I'll give you a free plug. Catwoman should have used the Manscaped 4.1 lawnmower with the LED light. that comes in a clutch.
Womanscape.
Keep you, huh?
Womanscape.
Come on, Manscape. Womanscape. So come on, keep your family jewels and your nether lips nice and smooth with Manscape 4.0 or Womanscape 4.0 from the good people.
Yay.
From the good people of what's the name of that company? Manscaped. Yay. Is that the name of the company? Yeah. From Manscaped. The lawnmower 4.0. There you go. Free ad. All right. Let's be bathed in that Manscaped money. It's probably got a couple of pubes on it too. Oh my goodness. All right. Eclectic BLERD, the champion, the man, the myth, the commenter. He's the commenter's commenter. Thank you for your comment. All right. Next up, Chris C. Not this Chris, because he's Chris M. Haha. Could be his doppelganger, his variant even.
There we go.
Loki. And Chris C says, Batman does what Batman wants. You hear that, women? You hear that, ladies? Does what he wants to do. He ain't got to go downtown. The only time Batman goes downtown is to knock out evil, not to tongue lash on ladies.
He's DJ Khaled it, man.
Yeah, he's
I'm
Khaled.
the king. I ain't doing that.
He got the keys, and those keys do not unlock down there. No.
Doesn't go to the sewers.
No. Oh, jeez. Oh, damn. Woo.
And jump cut, quick.
Edit. You don't want to go in the sewers and mess with your killer croc. We go there, kids. We go there. Woo! The thoughts of Chris McNabb do not reflect the thoughts and feelings of the Geek Table.
Jump cut, quick.
We do believe everyone's nether regions are clean and crisp and no longer sewers or poop holes. Okay? All right. Great. We've got it done. Woo! All right. We're moving on. Thank you, Chris. Last comment goes to the amazing Cece. And Cece states, She-Hulk? I didn't know how to say it. I really wanted to do it like Soldier Boy when Soldier Boy went Drake, but She-Hulk don't sound right going She-Hulk. I sound like I'm going through puberty. So Cece said She-Hulk? Yes, Cece, She-Hulk. And I think why she said it is that we did say She-Hulk is coming to Disney Plus. So yes, as of right now, I think the tentative date is next year. I don't think they keep saying She-Hulk is coming at the end of December.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
I think it's a 2022 release. I think because we're getting Marvel heavy.
We get confirmed debuts like Mark Ruffalo and who else?
Mark Ruffalo's confirmed. Tim Roth is confirmed. Well, we all know Tatiana Maslany is playing Jen Walters / She-Hulk.
No Kingpin?
Huh?
No Kingpin?
Oh, I was gonna kind of mention that in our news and conversation.
Oh.
Well, we'll get to it.
Okay.
We'll get to it. But I think I don't want to butcher her name, but Jamila Jamil. She's signed on to play Titania. So right now there's four actors already locked in.
Yeah.
Everybody else is gonna I guess they fall when they fall, they fall where they may. The only character I'm really hoping they bring in, and it's got to be a CG character, is Awesome Andy. If you don't know who Awesome Andy is an android who I always thought was a play on Amazo from DC. Awesome Andy, or Awesome Android, was an android that had a cinder block kind of head, gray, and it was all gray. But in the She-Hulk comic, I think that was volume 2 or 3 when she truly becomes a lawyer, and she's working for this law firm that does superhero cases, superhero and supervillain cases. Awesome Andy is like the male guy. But he's like all over. And I just love how they treat him because he's so lovable. So I think if, like I said, Marvel made us fall in love with a talking tree and a raccoon, they could make us fall in love with a cinder block head android. I just feel that. I have no qualms or no disbelief that Kevin Feige and crew can't make us fall in love with that damn android. But once again, it all depends on how She-Hulk is written and where they're going with the stories, because they haven't really broken down much on what the
Nah,
story is
they
about.
haven't really said
You know,
anything story wise.
right? I remember they just said she's coming, Mark's in it, Tim Roth's in it, and you're gonna love it. And we all just blindly went, yes, you're correct. We will.
Looky ducky.
Sure thing, Feige. We'll
Whatever
love
you
everything.
say, Daddy.
Oh, sure thing, Daddy. All right. So once again, thank you all for those folks who dropped comments. And ladies and gentlemen, it is not hard to do. Just under this video, there's a little bar that says leave a comment. Type up something, hit enter, and bam. And once you do that, you're entered into the $50 gift certificate giveaway for us reaching 500. You see, I'm not doing it to buy you, I'm doing it to say thank you. That is my way of saying thank you. It's a gift. Try it. You'll like it. All right. So, enough of them convos. Now, let's get into the crux of it all, to the meat and taters of this here video you're watching. And that is the Geek Table itself, the news and convo that well, news and views that you can use that'll make you. Nah, I don't even know how else I can rhyme it. But we are getting into it, and let's start it off because, hey, make mine's Marvel all day, every day. We are talking about the god of mischief himself, Loki. Season
Variant.
1 variant. Season 1 is done.
In the books.
In the books, 6 episodes. Whoo! What a ride. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna let you guys start it off. How did you feel about Loki as a whole? What was your favorite episode? And let's say, who's your favorite character? Oh, and quick warning: spoilers are in effect, so throw them out. You should have seen it already.
Insert spoiler tag graphic.
Well, I'm gonna just put that stamp. Boom, spoilers. All right, start it off, Chris.
It's different from the. I mean, I guess I'm against the majority. I mean, I liked it, but it's definitely different. I mean, it's the way it's split in the whole universe. I'm not really a fan of multiverse too much.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked it. My favorite character has got to be Alligator Loki or Gator Loki.
Ale Loki.
Ali Loki. But yeah, overall, as a whole, I mean, I like it. I want to see where it's going. Yeah. I'll put it probably second best. I still like Winter Soldier better.
Okay. Okay, David.
Hey, show was cool, man. Like they're a lot of crazy moments, you know. The end, I mean we're gonna get into that, but you know, the end, whoa, hey. Then you know, alligator Loki was, you know, OG number one, you know, chomping a hand off like a man, you know. What a god. No, I say my favorite character probably Mobius, man. You know, my dog.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Wow.
But no, I thought Owen Wilson, good
Mhm.
job as Mobius, man. You know, glad he's, you know, glad he did not get for real pruned. You know, glad my boy was around. Glad my dogs hugged it out. You know.
Yeah, they got, they're friends, man. Well, so we think.
Yeah, well,
Well,
you know.
not anymore. We don't know what's about to happen.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, it's like, yeah, the ending kind of is like, whoa, wait. Yeah, exactly.
I really wish that ending would have been Mobius going, wow.
Who
and
are
then it
you?
goes to black.
Wow.
Oh. hey, back off.
As far as favorite episode though, dang, that's a question, man. I don't know. Probably somewhere in 5 or 6,
Yeah.
some one of those two. But maybe 6 just because of the big reveals and everything.
Yeah. Yep.
I'd probably say that just because of that.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. Well, I guess it's my turn. I loved every damn second of it. I'm sorry. I loved Loki. I know there was folks who was like, "Oh, it's so slow. There's too much exposition. There's too much talking. Blah 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 blah." But it worked for me. Like everything worked. Now, episode 4 turned into somewhat of a snooze fest, but I
Like,
think it was needed because there was a great balance to what was to come and what had already happened. Um, if I have to pick my favorite character, woo, man, I love me some Woomy and Gugu, the two actors who played B15 and Ravana respectively. But oh man, Ali Loki, that little bat. Oh man, I loved it
you said,
as
man,
well as
OG number 1.
OG, as well as Richard E. Grant's classic Loki
Yes.
for just one scene, and it wasn't the grand scene, in episode 5. It was when they were in the bunker, and Loki from 2012 gives out the whole plan, and he, classic Loki looks at boastful Loki, kid Loki sitting, Ala Loki is just chilling, and that laugh, and he just kicks up his cape, and I was just like, Richard Grant, man, actor's actor. As for favorite episode, shit, 6, episode 6,
Yeah,
because let's get into it.
just the drops, man. Yeah.
Oh, that is episode 6 is a visual representation of when the beat drops. When you hear that build up, that bam, 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 that's episode 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 6 hits. And then you still hear that bam, 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 bam. Now drop the beat. Black dude. And it's like boom. And I'm like, oh wow. Yeah, and for me, the reveal. We talked about Loki on some episodes, and I think it was episode 10 where I was like, and I know I was talking about it at work one day. I said, I don't think Marvel is going to bring a big bad in a television show, in a television version. I just don't think it. And the reason why I didn't think it was because of what they did in WandaVision.
Yeah.
And not not Morpheus. Oh Lord, excuse me. Mephisto. It was not say big bad, but a big character, which would have been Doctor Strange. And when we didn't see Doc Strange, I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't think we're gonna expect anything huge in Falcon and Winter Soldier. And huge meaning we get to see what happened to Old Man Cap. And we didn't get it. So I was like, okay, this is the thing. This is where they'll, the breeding grounds, but you'll get the spectacle when you get your butts in them theater seats, at the movies. And when that elevator door opened, and the beauty that is Jonathan goddamn Majors, just, oh, hey. I was like, I watched it at work. Shh, quiet as kept.
Off the clock.
No
Off the
one
clock.
knows.
Off the clock, no one knows. I screamed. Like I literally went, them motherfuckers did it. And I could not take my eyes off of my computer screen. Jonathan Majors, as many are calling him Kang, he is a hybrid of, you could say
Still a variant.
a variant of Kang, Immortus, and He Who Remains.
Mm-hmm.
And I just sat there and I could not stop bringing it back. I kept rewinding it. That whole part of that show When he comes on, I watch from when he comes on till the end of that episode. He eats up the scenery like it's a buffet to him. You know, the conversations, the dialogue, the way he's just his movements, his mannerisms.
I just say the like you were just saying, the movements matters when he was going on about like what his, variants and other
Yeah.
selves,
Ooh, if you think I'm evil, wait till
yeah.
you see my other variants. I'm like, God damn, okay. It's the whole devil kind of situation.
Yeah.
And I thought he would have called himself Kang, but he never did. He never gave his name. He just kept saying, I've gone by many names, ruler, conqueror. And when he went ruler, I
Yeah,
went
that
Ramatut. And then he said conqueror, I went motherfucking Kang. And he and there was another part, and I think we talked about it in our conversation on Facebook in Messenger when Chris was like, "Oh, I don't know about this, that, and the other," and I was like, "Dude, listen to what he said." I lived a million lives, and when he said that, that's when I went, "Oh fuck, that's a Mortis," and he's practically dressed like a Mortis.
yeah.
He wasn't dressed like Kang, until we see the final, big scene. I was like, oh, I see now. I get it. I like it. This is dope.
And speaking of that, it's like when Loki, our Loki, back to the TVA, it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
like he first off, we got the whole thing with him, Mobius, like wait, who are what's going on? And
Right.
then you look at the statue, it's like, wait a minute, oh, what just?
And what we see is Kang.
Yeah,
And I know some people say, well, no, that might not be Kang. I'm looking at that outfit, and that's Kang.
He's also the main villain of Ant-Man and Wasp, right? The new
Right. Yeah.
same
And that
yeah.
actor.
and that was the thing. That's why I said I didn't think Marvel was
Quantum
going to,
media.
yeah, I didn't think Marvel was gonna introduce the big bad in a show. You know, I didn't think it was going that way. And what I love is that Marvel, Michael Waldron, Kate Herron, they just said, okay, we're going for it. And woo,
It was
that
still kind of up in there too, even when he was kind of at first, like talking with them, like
mhm,
Loki and Sylvie too. It's like, but then when he starts going through everything,
yeah,
going through his name, showing it like the past, it's like, oh shit.
Mhm.
it's done got real. He's here. Because
And
I
then I
got
mean,
on.
the end is like kind of like just like that, the final nail in there, like,
Yep, I'll see you soon. And he winks. Oh my goodness. I was like,
yeah,
ooh, man, this dude is gonna get. And I know there was some folks like, oh man, Kang, I don't give a damn. He's no Thanos. And I'm like, no, he's worse. Like Kang, if you and I know it's that whole you need to read the comic book. Yeah, sure, go for it. But Kang is a motherfucker. Kang is that villain. He is that, and there's conflict. There's conflict. I would say some narcissism, egomaniacal, whatever you want to call it. This dude does not mess around, And I mean the way now the difference. I think they're gonna humanize him a hell of a lot in the MCU. You're gonna feel for him, and you picked an actor who can make you feel for the characters he portrayed. I mean, if you watch Lovecraft Country, Jonathan Majors played Atticus Black. If you watch the whole season, if you know how it ends, if you didn't shed a tear, something's wrong with you, bastards. And he's a really good, accomplished actor. I think, and he
I
has
just want to
some.
say,
He's got
yeah,
some
good
gravity
good
to his.
choice.
Yeah, great choice.
I thought though, what if the next Avengers big bad is not one person? What if it's an army of kings? They have to fight off multiple kings.
Exactly. Well, I kind of feel like we'll get the Council of Kangs in Ant-Man and Wasp Quantum Mania. I think we're
Yeah,
going to see
because
it.
I mean, he did say, that they there was a time that him and his others.
All met, shook hands,
Correct.
gave a pound,
Hmm?
probably had a little, you know, sip of the brew. Who
My
knows?
dog, my dog.
Hey, bro. They were like that old school Spider-Man 67 episode where it's fake Spidey and real Spidey just pointing at each other. You, no, it's you. No, it's you. So I think we're gonna get the Council of Kings. I do love that he said, hey, there was some let me say it. I get tongue tied saying it. Benevolent versions,
Hmm.
variants, and then there was some straight up malevolent MFers. And I just love how he said it. I got Eliath, excuse me. Eliath, I weaponized that son of a bitch because in the comic books, Eliath is one of the things, is the one being that Kang fears, like big time. Because Eliath, he's known as Eliath the Usurper, and there's a reason. There is a reason he likes to usurp. So I loved all the pieces to it. The conversation, him going at Sylvie, I thought was dope as hell.
Yeah.
When he was just when Sylvie was just getting mad and he's like, grow up, Sylvie. And I'm like, woo. But
Damn
while people
wrong.
were getting on Sylvie, and I don't give a damn. While folks kept saying Sylvie was like that Karen that went to a black owned business and wanted to speak to the manager. Um, that was fun and games and awesome, great comparison. But I'm probably gonna give one defense to Sylvie. Sylvie was pruned as a child, arrested development. That's all I can say. So she's one track mind. She has the thought process of still being that child, and her happiness was taken away. I don't care about everybody else. I care about my happiness. You
Yeah.
know, if you notice, because you remember she did say, she told Loki, I was pruned before you, so maybe I'm the prime. And Loki is kind of looking at her like, oh, yeah, bitch, whatever. My story. It's called
Sure.
Loki, not Sylvie.
Okay.
Right. Okay, boo. But um, I just think the reveal was the best payoff as of now in the Marvel television universe. That was the best payoff.
Hmm.
That's there now. Now to merge shows, which one's the best? Whew, damn. I love all three. They're all my number ones. The
Oh,
only thing is WandaVision's ending, not the post credit, not the after credit. WandaVision's ending was very kind of blase superhero. Okay, yay, but she gets away, but we all know she ain't gonna get away because Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, she's gonna pay for her crimes probably.
yeah.
Um, Falcon and Winter Soldier, while it was just your typical Marvel action film, the issues that it brought up made it that much more better. It wasn't just, hey, I'm a black dude with wings, I fly. I'm a white guy with a metal hand, I punch.
Hey,
No,
Black
like
Falcon.
there was some hey, Black Falcon. Oh, I'm Black Falcon, but he can't be White Winter Soldier. Well, winter means snow white. No, who cares? Um, it wasn't just this bland action film or this bland buddy cop or buddy action film. It had depth to it. Malcolm Spellman did a wonderful job just gathering the right writers and just going to town with it. And yes, they played with race issues. Yes, they played with just human issues, period. What would you do when this happens? What would the average human do? Um, Folks, once we get to Loki, oh well, if Kang or He Who Remains or Immortus, why he didn't stop slavery? Maybe one of the variants did. We don't know. But to all of those who asked that question, and it's not because my two friends and co-hosts here are white, I'm gonna just say this. Revert to Doctor Who. Doctor Who says it perfectly. There are fixed points in time that can never change. If it changes, it's all done. Game over. It's no multiverse. It's just game over. You unplug, the universe, reality shuts off. So I've always said that certain things have to happen in order for this to become what it is. Now, the joke is black folks should never play with time travel. If you time travel, you always go forward. You never go back. Who wants to truly go back? Do you do the butterfly effect? If you go back in time, do you pop those first Spaniards and Portuguese folks who came and grabbed those slaves from from the western coast of Africa? You may not exist anymore. You know, we don't know. I've always said, man, if I go back, I'm going back to slavery and I'm shooting some slave masters. That might be my ancestor. I may not exist anymore. I don't have the powers of the master to make a paradox engine. Damn it. All right. Okay, I'm done. Time travel. It gets you a headache. So no, I loved all three shows. They're all my number ones. What if might knock it all out the block, out the park?
Man, I
What
forget
if
that's so
my
close too now.
yeah, August 11th, like that's right around the corner.
3 weeks.
So, and I love the fact that Loki is the reason we get a what if. I'm like, God damn you, Feige. Curse your tiny paper head. What? Why do you do this to us? Why do we go through this? Why can't I have a moment to hate? Not say hate, to just say, oh yeah, Marvel did something great.
Cool.
It's like every time they drop, y'all know how I felt about the animation. I wasn't a big fan of What If's animation. But the more and more I see it, the more and more I'm like, damn, I'm starting to really love this shit. I'm okay. August 11th. I guess I'll wake up, 2 in the morning and get to watching, and then
Get
try
your
to
bowl
find.
of cereal. Get ready,
Yeah,
man.
eating
Do we
bowl
know
of
if they,
cereal at 2 in the morning.
are they doing it in theatrical order? Like, is Iron Man 1 to be the first what if?
I'm thinking so. I'm really thinking
That'd be
so,
pretty.
because it's supposed to represent all the
Everyone.
phases,
Yeah.
right? Phase
Every
one.
movie's supposed to have a what if.
Yeah. So I think they're gonna start with Iron Man, boom, 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 and then we get the what is it? The Guardians of the Multiverse. I think that's what it all leads up to. Where Doctor Strange is like, all right, Captain Carter, come on through. I wonder what because Steve Rogers is gonna have an Iron Man suit created by Howard Stark. So Killmonger. Now that's the episode. I want that Black Panther episode. I cannot wait to watch that and see how that goes. Because I think it's 10 episodes this
20
season?
something? I thought it was 20 something, huh?
Yeah, but the first season.
Oh.
I think it's only 10 episodes. So
if we can.
Yeah, I think it's just 10 episodes. And then I know we're gonna have a season 2 and a season 3. So that's probably 10 episodes for phase 1, 10 episodes for phase 2, then phase 3. I could be completely wrong. But if it's more than that, wow, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, definitely 10
season.
episodes.
10 episodes. So that's 10 weeks. That gets us into, let's see.
And then you got the season 2, 10 episodes.
Okay.
That's how it is.
Yeah. So that gets us through August, September, a little bit in October.
Yeah, it's a little bit into October. It's like the 13th or something like that.
13th. So, Marvel usually gives 2 to 3 weeks before a new series comes. And that's the question. What's the new series? What's that series going to be after What If? Are they going to take a break and say, all right, get your butts to the movies? Shang-Chi is already out. Go, because the Eternals come out in November. So, I don't know. But, kudos to them for Loki, man. Kudos. And shit done hit the fan. Thank you, Sylvie. Now that's where you can go and say, yeah, thanks, Karen. You ruined it for everybody.
Thanks, girl.
Yeah. You know, because my thing is, how is Kang? Who is Kang? Are they gonna do the whole thing where he is a descendant of Reed Richards, or a descendant of Doctor Doom, or the I think it was a descendant of Reed Richards and Doctor Doom. And then they said there's a little mix of Tony Stark in there. And that would be dope if they continue to show the sins of Tony Stark continuing through the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where Tony thought he was doing the right thing, but all of his good deeds led that path. Oh, that would be dope. The path to Kane starts here. And it just showed Tony Stark like, hey guys, I did it.
Yeah, how about you do?
Right, because he perfected time travel with what did he do? Remember in Endgame, what did he create in time travel? Y'all don't remember? Jeopardy music. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. The Mobius strip. Get it? Mobius. Okay, yeah. So fun trivia for all. So yeah, I love the Loki. I'd said all of that to say this. Loki was well written. Loki was fun. We got the multiverse. Now Spider-Man No Way Home makes sense. Now What If makes sense. Now you can see maybe this is how we introduce the mutants, but I still think we introduce the mutants through the Eternals. And I also think that what Loki did is another reason the Eternals come back. Because a lot of folks are saying, you open up a can of worms that is going to be so hard to put back. The toothpaste is out the tube. It's not going back. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Was it really his fault? He tried to stop Sylvie.
He did. So let's not blame Loki. The fault's on Sylvie. Although on a on For All Nerds is a View from the 616, DJ Ben Amin, the great Ben Amin, called that. Yep, and now you place the blame on the woman, just like the Bible. It's the woman's fault. And he's like, no, it's Loki's fault too. And I just sit there and go, take the gender out. Humanity is shit. It's just humanity's fault. It's humanity, and
At the end of the day, it's just a Loki's fault anyway.
Yeah, it's a Loki. It doesn't matter if it has boobs or balls.
Where the bulges.
Yeah, exactly. It's their fault. You just got to point the blame, do like, what's the bully name on The Simpsons? Nelson. Every time Loki comes up, and just keep it moving. So I highly recommend, ladies and gentlemen, check out Loki. Continue the run with Marvel, because right now they still haven't slipped. To me, they haven't slipped. Do you guys recommend Loki? I know y'all say y'all enjoy it, Chris.
Oh, yeah,
I know
no.
Oh, yeah,
100%.
Yeah, definitely recommend it.
Awesome. So that was our Loki talk. And ladies and gentlemen, we're continuing the Marvel train. It's time for a movie review. So us three finally, well, Chris, you've been back to the theater before us. You went with a bunch of friends. What'd y'all go see?
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. I haven't
Keep it
been
old school.
Yeah. I haven't been to the theater since February of 2020, and the last movie I went see in the theater was Sonic the Hedgehog, the greatest video game movie of all time. I've said it. Live with it, kids. But we are now going to review Marvel's Black Widow. I don't know if that fits. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Marvel finally released, we can't say the Snyder Cut, but they finally released Black Widow in theaters and on Disney Plus Premium Access, I believe it's called.
For a while there, it kind of felt like it was never going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it was supposed to come
pushed
out
back forever.
When was it? It was supposed to come out, what, May of last year, right?
Something like that, yeah.
And then it got pushed to the fall. Then it got pushed to the winter. then it just disappeared.
Yeah.
Finals.
Yeah, the NBA finals. Well, supposedly those who played in the bubble got a chance to see it. I think they had to sign an NDA. I don't even know if it actually happened.
I remember we were pissed.
Yeah, I was mad. I was mad as hell. I'm like, well, shit, somebody recorded from your phone. But it disappeared. People started speculating, oh, it's just going to come to Disney Premium. Marvel didn't say anything. Disney didn't say anything. Then the talk was, oh, maybe we should. No, we won't. And now they finally just stamped the date of July 9th, 2021, which we went see it July 8th, 2021. And no, ladies and gentlemen, David yawning is not how he feels about the movie.
It's not.
It's
I get
really
woken up by my puppy at like 5 a.m. Come on.
Yeah, no, it's not how he feels about the movie. But I might as well just give the synopsis. If you don't know the story, here's the quick story. The movie takes place between Captain America Civil War and Avengers Infinity War, and we see Natasha going back to Mother Russia to discover her origins, maybe, as well as reunite with family and take care of a big bad from her past. The movie does business. The movie stars Scarlett Johansson, who reprises her role once again as Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow. I was about to say Black Panther. Sorry, ancestors. My bad. You also have David Harbour as Alexei, aka the Red Guardian. I can never say her last name, and I don't want to screw it up, but Florence, I think it's Florence Pugh as Yelena, aka maybe Black Widow, the new Black Widow. And the lovely and amazing Rachel Weisz, one of my favorite actors, as Melena. Mother. That I just like to call her Mother. As well as oh my goodness, Ray Winstone as Draco the baddie. All right, so you got all of that. I'm just gonna say it straight up. I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a nice pace. It was a good return for Marvel in the theaters, to go see it in the theaters. It is not the best Marvel film. It is not the greatest Marvel film. It is not a horrible Marvel film. It is not meh to me. I thought it was good. My biggest gripe, and I think y'all already know, my biggest gripes were the villains. It really felt like I was back in phase one, watching one-off villains.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, well. And the way they did Taskmaster, while I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. Oh man, I miss Tony Masters. I would have loved to see Tony Masters in the spot. But I'm not against the gender swap. That's cool. Because the daughter named the woman who played who was Taskmaster was named Antonia. Tonia, blah, blah. But I really wasn't feeling it as much. I didn't see Taskmaster as a big enough threat to the situation. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm gonna see it again. I'll probably just rent it. I don't know if I'm going back in the theaters, but I just didn't feel that part of it. What really drove the movie home for me and made it a good movie was the family dynamic. Florence Pugh and David Harbour.
They killed it.
They killed it. They owned that movie. I love the fact that Scarlett Johansson was having fun in this movie. But there were moments where you could kind of see she wanted to be serious.
That poser.
Yeah. Your poser. The pose you do.
Always with the poses.
Oh man, the movie is filled with Marvel comedy in certain places, but I enjoyed it. And there is a part I want to speak on, but I'll let Chris speak on it because he was the first one to really recognize it. The first 20 minutes, and I'm gonna let you have that about
What?
that. But they made the movie. Like those four actors made that movie. Everything else was just kind of like it was a means to get to the end, but
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the dynamic between all four of them, you know. So that's my take on it. Like I said, I enjoyed the script, I enjoyed the music, the action. Whoo damn. That was some well done action. You know, the fight choreography was really cool. The overuse of red lights. I get it. I get it. I get it. You know, her symbol is the red Black Widow.
Russia, Black
Russia.
Widow, red.
Red. But I thought, you know, I just thought it was a really good movie. Chris, take over. Whew.
Well, first I gotta say the little sister, she looked so familiar, and I couldn't put my finger on it. But then I realized she's the same actress from Fighting with My Family,
Yeah,
WWE story about Paige.
right.
Like,
Yep.
oh, that's who she is.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And she was in Midsummer. If you seen Midsummer. Oh boy, she was in it.
so the first half of the movie really has a really grim horror-like atmosphere to it that I really enjoyed. It was very dark. It was very just disturbing for the
Mhm.
first at least 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I was really, really getting into it. Then it kind of tails off. It becomes like more like a Marvel movie after that. My only complaint is some of the action sequences, it's kind of like, okay, really?
The
Like,
cat wants respect.
so there's one scene where she's in the helicopter and they're like shooting at her with a Gatling gun. She just casually gets up, walks over, grabs a rocket launcher, still missing bullets, and then shoots the rocket launcher. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, you got to suspend some belief for this movie, more so
Right.
than most Marvel movies.
Yeah, that scene made me think, oh yeah, she's making it to Avengers 5 and 6. She'll survive.
Yeah, so just some of the action sequences, cars flipping 6 or 7 times and they walk out unscratched. I was like, all right, okay, put that aside. It was
Yeah.
a great movie. I liked it. I thought it was good. I mean,
Hmm.
I really loved the first half, and the second half just kind of tailed off a little bit.
Yeah.
But overall, I liked it. The villains, like you said, were in. I didn't have a problem with Taskmaster because I didn't really watch or read the comics, so I mean, I had no problems with it. Other than that, yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good time. Wasn't the greatest, wasn't the worst, but
Yeah.
above average.
Well, your thoughts.
I liked it, man. It was let's put it this way. It was a solid action flick, you know. Dude, just like we've been saying and praising everything, dude, just David Harbour, Florence Pugh, like, dude, Alexei, Yelena, like,
It still fits.
dude, he was a freaking trip, man, as
Yeah.
Alexei. Like, dude had some crazy acting, you know, like just over the top, like, but that was his character, you know,
Right.
like as the Red Guard, you know, he's supposed to be kind of over the top, like I was supposed to be this man, you know. I once fought Captain America, you know, like okay, sure, man, yeah.
When did you do that?
Wait, wasn't he still
America was-
frozen?
Yeah. Are you calling me liar?
I mean, you know, Florence Pugh there, a lot of cool action scenes with her, like her acting and everything in there was real good. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, she did a real good job. Like, accent was on point and everything, you know.
Never lost that accent.
Yeah.
I just want to go. Never lost that accent. Caitlin Olsen.
Dreykov there, yeah, he was whatever. Like
Yeah.
you said, one-off villain means to the end kind of thing, you know. Look, I mean, we get it. They couldn't, being that this was kind of like an in-between story. I mean, I guess you really couldn't, you know, do some sort of like big kind of thing, you know.
Right. Right.
Like you said, Taskmaster, no issue with like the gender swap, anything like that. I mean, and like you said, I get it. It's like it was like, oh, okay, you know, he turned his supposedly dead daughter into like this ultimate kind of soldier and everything, you know. But you were right though. It's like, man, we could have did so much more though, because Taskmaster is a badass,
Yeah, exactly.
like comics, everything just badass. Like even in like cartoons and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
Taskmaster being just badass.
I put the
And
chip in her head.
Mm.
Okay, bud.
and don't get me wrong, like some of the shit going on with Taskmaster was cool, but
Mm-hmm.
it's supposed to be like I said, just a badass overall.
Right.
But no, it was a solid flick. It was cool, like kind of like, oh, okay, cool. This is all the shit she'd been up to in that in between zone
Yeah.
of the flicks and everything. But I enjoyed it. Let's give it that let's give it that A, man.
Yeah.
If I'm going on a random scale that I just made up, let's give it the A.
That's another thing that threw me off. I thought it was a prequel. The way everything looked like it was building up, it was going to be a prequel. So
Mhm.
You are right about that. Actually, like everything that was kind of shown, talked about, whatever, it definitely made you think like this was something in the past kind of
Yeah.
thing,
We were
not in
supposed to go
between
right
Civil War and all
really
that.
into the
Yeah.
red room, Natasha, like how did she get away, things of that nature. But that for me, because I saw some people say, well, shit, y'all should have just not do Iron Man 3 and just made Black Widow in phase one, give her that origin film, which, yeah, I can see. I still love Iron Man 3, but you can have both and not have to take one out to substitute for the other. Marvel could have done that, the fact that they went this long to finally give um one of the original Avengers that story, because I mean, Thor had a movie, Iron Man, Cap, Hulk,
Yeah.
you know, Hawkeye made an appearance in the first Thor film. Black Widow made her first appearance in Iron Man 2. It would have been cool to have, a Black Widow film in that phase one or even in phase two. But once again, we don't run Marvel. We're not Kevin Feige. They knew where they wanted to go with it. I think this movie really was a thank you for everything. We're sorry. We should have done it earlier, but, we think we can give you a story where, if we place it right here, we're not beholden to what we've ended, the first three phases, and we don't always have to try to backtrack, to phase one. I think this is a perfect place we can put it, and I guess she agreed because she did it,
Yeah.
and she's one of the executive producers, if not one of the producers of the film. So, I mean that's pretty damn awesome. Um,
it's also cool, like first time watchers can actually watch it after Civil War. And
yeah,
You can, yeah.
it's a good blend. It's
Mhm.
a good like. Ooh, that first what I'd say 5-10 minutes of the beginning where she's on the run, I was like, damn, if this was the whole movie,
Mhm.
woo, I could live with that as well. But I agree,
Got
Chris. That
Ross being a douche again.
oh yeah, I just love how she said that. So what is this? Your fourth, fifth bypass?
Mhm.
You're looking rather sickly, buddy. Do you really want to try with me? But I agree with Chris that the first 20 minutes along, with them going after her and then going into that really twisted version of Smells Like Teen Spirit
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the young girls coming out of the crate and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, we are really all right, Marvel. Let's
Yeah,
go.
shit was a little dark.
Did Zack Snyder direct this? Is this DC? I was just waiting
Well,
for Batman to pop
Back
up.
to the grim dark universe.
Yeah. There's no sun in our films, only sepia tones.
And them all training with guns as little girls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That I was just like, okay, this is really, really good. And yeah, the pace was really on point, and then there was that lull, and I was it you or our friend Lowe's that said, man, when is there just such a thing as too much action?
Yeah, that
Like
was a little.
boom, 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 and it's like, oh, whoa, 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 I need to breathe. let me breathe, you know, because like they gave the family dynamic this huge chunk in the movie where it was just like, all right, guys, sit down, fall in love with them. You know, this is the reason. All right, you got it. Balls to the wall action. You know, it turned into a Fast and Furious movie.
Oh, now you're
Better.
cool with this? Let's smash your nuts.
Where's cock knocker for your feelings? So yeah, I was pleased with what they did. I that post credit, or was it mid credit? That was mid credit. I was good with that.
I was about to say, like, yeah, well, let's talk about that. You know,
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't want to be spoiled, right now, mark it, pause it, uh pay the $30 to watch it at home, or go to the theater and go see
12
it.
or whatever the hell it cost at the theater. I don't remember.
Yeah, because we're gonna spoil the mid credit because there is no post credit, which I believe Chris said it. They should have gave us a post credit. We deserve that much. And I agree. But that mid credit, okay, I'm gonna do it right now. Spoilers. And this is where the spoiler sign comes. The fact that we got Julie every time I say her name, I get tongue tied. Julia
Dreyfus.
Is it Julie? Yeah. Julia Louis Dreyfus back as Valentina, Lady Valentina, blah 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 blah, Madam Hydra, whatever you want to call her. This was supposed to be her first appearance, not not Captain America and Winter Soldier. Yeah, you're damn right I said it because we got a new Cap. This was supposed to be her grand entrance, and I love the fact that one, we actually it's real now. Natasha truly is dead. Ain't no coming back.
There's a grief.
You know, it's done.
Yeah, when she goes to her grave and everything, we see that it's like, oh crap, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, question about this. They said her mother was buried under a tree or something. Is that the same tree? I didn't notice.
No.
Was it?
Natasha got buried in Ohio.
Okay.
Because you remember, Yelena kept saying, I loved Ohio. You know, I felt at home, and she always wanted to live in Ohio or in the Midwest and own a dog.
Normal life, owning a dog kind of shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Normal life and own a dog. And she got it to an extent.
Yeah.
Because she goes to a gravesite, and I was in the same boat. I seriously thought that was, oh, wait a minute. This post credit is Natasha finding her mother's grave, because because Draco said we buried it under a tree, and you know what we named it? Unknown. And I was like, dude, that is so stereotypically Snidely Whiplash shit. Come on now, you sound like Boris. Where's Boris and Natasha? Okay, so but it's not Natasha in the truck. It is Yelena. She goes to a grave, and we finally see, I think they put it under Natasha Romanoff. What was it? Daughter, sister, Avenger. I think those were the three things. And now we know Natasha really is dead. There's no coming back. Unless in the multiverse of madness. And then
you say? But yeah, anyway.
Oh no, but then we have Yelena, just kind of grieving over her, missing her big sister. And boom, what did she do? Did she sneeze?
Who just kind of just
she just broke it,
ruins the mood,
Yeah, she kills the moment of mourning and sadness, and it's Lady Valentina, Julia Louis Dreyfus, blowing her nose because, oh my God, I hate the Midwest. It does a number on the sinuses with her allergies, and she tells Yelena, like, straight up, hey, I see you grieving. Want to take care of the person who put that grief on you? And it was almost like, well, who would that be? Draco's dead, and lo and behold,
it's none other than
Hawkeye.
Dude.
Yeah, she shows the dude dressed as Ronan, and I'm thinking, who in the hell took that action shot? And it's Clinton Barton. So she's commissioning Yelena to become that assassin that she's destined to be. The Black Widow, which if you get in the comics, she takes over the mantle, and then it's almost like, nah, you're not really Natasha. And then there's always beef between them, who's the best, who's better, and they fight once in a blue moon. But once again, Marvel takes pieces. They don't make the character fully like their comic book counterpart. I like it because I have a strong feeling. For me, this Hawkeye series, she makes an appearance. I think she, you know, now the question is, will she try to kill him or won't she? I think that's where it goes. You know,
And then now with this and between Cap and Winter Soldier, we have two people in Madam Hydra's stable. Let's put it that way. And old Vanessa,
right,
because we got our U.S. agent, and now we've got Yelena there. So let's see how or what they do with all that too,
right,
and what
because
that leads up to.
See, I did have an issue with the post credit. I told you all this
Yeah,
because the whole movie, Natasha's building up Clint. Like, we were friends. We hid here forever. We care for each other. Blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden, you're not going to believe that your sister, that this guy turned on your sister. Plus, they're Avengers, so I mean, it's famous. I mean, they should know that like he didn't intentionally kill her. It should be in the news. She died heroically. It wasn't like she was
right.
murdered by Clint. So it's, I don't know.
yeah. That kind of raised a lot of questions too. It's like, yeah,
Yeah, and I think at that certain point, she probably doesn't already know. I don't know. We don't know. We're gonna have to watch the Hawkeye series, and they'll probably become friends and go
Yeah,
have a
she could just show
drink.
up and thank him and be like, "Hey, thank you for watching out for my sister."
Yeah, because I mean, remember, look how she got into Shield. She had
Right.
to kill Draco, and
yeah.
sadly, little Tony got blown up too. But at the same time, that was another thing, how she couldn't harm Draco and all of that because I released a pheromone. And I'm just like, okay, science, comic books, I get it. It's happened before. But I'm not going back into that. We've already said what we said. But
Try
yeah,
to harm me.
yeah, and I'm cool with it. And yeah, there's a question, and I think it's gonna be rectified in the Hawkeye show.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we're gonna come to this part of the review where we recommend whether we say yeah, go for it or not, and maybe give it a score. So I'm gonna start with Dave. Dave, do you recommend it? And what score do you give it?
Recommended. Solid action flick. It was cool. Like and I mean, if you're fan of Marvel movies and everything, yeah, definitely recommended. I mean, I'll give it calculating. Let's give it let's give it the 85 out of 100.
Okay, we're going on the scale of the 100s.
Making up the scale as we go along.
It's a B
Last
plus.
time, like another time, it was coffee cup at a Hearthstone. So I don't know.
There you go.
Making it up.
So it's an 85. All right, Chris, what are your feelings?
Well, I feel if you're a Marvel fan, you're already 20-some movies deep, so you might as well just continue and go with it.
Facts.
But if you're not, I still think you should watch it. I still think it has its place. As far as a rating, I give it about 7.5.
Okay,
Better
that's
than
a.
average.
I'll move that decimal point, so I will say that's a 75% out of 100. All right. Okay, so as for me, I enjoyed it. Like I said, good film, not great, not bad. Right there, it's just good. It's a nice filler. I thought it was actually a pretty good movie to send the character off. Um, Once again, my only gripe were the baddies. It was very reminiscent of Phase One. These are the one and dones. Get them out, and spoiler. While Taskmaster, wink wink, survives, I think that's a good way to bring in Taskmaster properly because they could do some things because it's called the Taskmaster protocols. So I got a strong
That's
feeling.
true.
I got a strong feeling Lady Valentina is gonna do something. Goddamn children. So I think that you should go see it, and I give it 84 out of 100.
Oh, 1 point lower than Deep.
Yeah, 1 point lower, but still a good movie. All right, man. That was our movie review. We highly recommend Black Widow, except for Chris. Chris thinks Black Widow is horrible.
Hey, 7.5 is good.
7.5 is good. C's get degrees, guys. C's do get degrees.
Give it a Mega Man out of Pokemon trainer. Yeah. On my arbitrary scale of weirdness.
Hey,
I done lost my stories. Let's see. There we go. Back to stories. Let's see. So our next story is, boy, this one's funny. Um, if you're a Sony fan, and you still may be mad about, oh, excuse me, let's do it again. No, we're not. We're gonna keep it going. If you're a Sony fan and you are still pissed with Bethesda saying, our games are exclusive to Xbox and Microsoft, one game in particular, Starfield. If you're really upset about that, Aaron Greenberg says, no one cares. Get over your feelings. Keep it moving.
They're sorry.
Ooh, man. I think this was a few weeks ago. Peter Hines, who's with Bethesda, had gotten to a little bit of he went on an apology tour on
We're sorry, Bruce.
Yeah, he was letting the Sony fans know, hey, we're sorry. You know, somewhere down the line we'll probably have a game that'll be multi-console, you know,
PR
but
move.
huh?
The PR move. That's all it is.
Yeah, straight up PR move. He was trying to lessen the blow, but Aaron Greenberg, look, Aaron Greenberg woke up one morning and chose violence and said straight up to all you fans, sorry, but not sorry. And it is one of the things I have to respect about him because Aaron Greenberg is a part of, well, I think he runs the global marketing for Microsoft and Xbox in particular. So his thing was straight up, we ain't got time for that. I don't have time for your crying. I don't have time for your tears. I don't care about the triangle X square and O. Starfield, as well as future games coming from Bethesda, Xbox exclusive.
Sony Bros, join your boy.
Yeah.
Build a PC.
See, and
I
love
my quote is Ponies love exclusives until they're excluded.
Exactly. Facts. Look at and
Spider-Man, God of War,
exactly. Because God of War I can understand because it was made from Sony Santa Monica, so that made sense. Sony's in the name of the public.
Yeah, correct.
But Spider-Man was done by Insomniac. It wasn't until they finally broke out the news that Sony put money into the Spider-Man game. Not just buying the exclusivity, but they actually put money into the development as well as publishing. That, okay, I get it. Now we'll never see that greatness on an Xbox console or a Nintendo console. So I'm okay with that. So why can't Microsoft do the same? Yeah, why does Microsoft have to play, have to constantly be the good guy and everything? Why do they have to share? Look, $7.5 billion they paid. I'm not sharing with you. I'm just not.
I mean, they are sharing. I mean, just build a PC.
I'm still waiting on my remake.
Exactly. When's that coming for Xbox players? You know, hell, PC. I don't think it's on PC either. So why are you so butthurt? It happens. It's the way it goes. And then it turned into, oh well, Sony built their stuff from the ground up and blah 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 blah. No, Sony bought studios too, sugar
Yeah.
plums. Y'all just mad because Microsoft and Phil dropped their balls and their weens on the table and said, "You see this? No, scratch that. Let's not talk about genitalia." They put the pocketbook out. They put it out and said, "Look at this. You see this check? It's blank. Give us a number." Bethesda and ZeniMax gave a number. Microsoft, bitch, 7.5.
Here you go.
Here you go, baby. Now they own them. And they
Take your
still,
pity check.
yeah, it's a pity check for them. So it's not Microsoft's fault. They swim in money like Scrooge McDuck, and Sony has to think about things when they buy stuff. Maybe if they didn't have those horrible ass acquisitions with cloud gaming and all of that to do PlayStation Now, maybe they'd have the money to buy Bethesda. We don't know. So just let it go. That's all Aaron Greenberg was saying. Hey, it's the way of the world. We weren't about exclusives. Now we understand, in order to become a brand that is being played by everybody, we have to have exclusives. Xbox hasn't had an exclusive. The last big exclusive was a Gears game.
Yeah.
I mean,
so that's what made Xbox 360 great, was all the exclusives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going back to what works. We're kicking in the old hits. So I'm a Sony fan, but I'm also a Microsoft. I'm a video game lover, period.
Yes.
If I have the money, I will own all three or whatever.
That's what I say, man. I got a PS5. I got a Switch.
Yeah. Chris has a Series X. I have a PS5. You have PS5, PC. We all have them. So I guess we're not gonna. I guess I don't have to sit here, or we have to sit here and complain and bitch and moan that Microsoft is doing what a company should do for its brand.
It happens these days. I mean, you gotta
exactly.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. So to Aaron Greenberg, props, homie. Because I love how he said it. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not gonna. No, we're not gonna sit here and it was the big but I agree with you. Like that. Screw you guys. Stop crying. You have good games. Go and hold on to, Xbox owners can't play God of War, can't play Spider-Man, can't play Horizon, can't play Ratchet and Clank, one of my favorite games.
Samurai game. What was that?
Yeah, we can't play
Ghost of Tsushima.
Or Ghost of Tsushima. Hey, Xbox fans, I'm serious. I'm gonna be serious with you guys. Y'all are missing an experience with Ghosts.
Yeah.
But
good game.
The game. Way better than Last of Us 2. I'm still saying it. But to quote you Sony ponies, how you tell the Xbox, well, just get rid of your crappy console and get a PlayStation. Play where the real gamers play. I say unto you, take those words and just reverse the names, because this is you now. You are acting like these so-called Xbox people who were pissed off about Spider-Man. And what y'all say to them? Yeah, Microsoft sucks. Better come on down to Sony Town. Now, and I mean, it's just Starfield. Like, in all honesty, it's just one game that is now an exclusive. That's the only game they've announced to be exclusive.
We all know Elder Scrolls.
Oh, we know that. We know.
That's what they're worried about.
Oh, yeah. Because, oh, man. Elder Scrolls, what would it be? 6?
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord. If Todd Howard come out and make that announcement, it's going to be the apocalypse.
Next E3.
It probably before E3.
There are so many tears in this world that are raining from the faces of these men.
And I got my little coffee cup to collect them and to drink with a smile. But, look, you can't have everything. You just can't have it all. And Sony, I believe, just made an acquisition of a studio. They bought the studio that did Returnal.
Hmm.
And what was the spaceship game that kind of looked like you were going in a circle? I can't remember it. Oh, son of a beans.
I'm
It was
blanking
it was
something.
free on the PS4, where you fought in the spaceship and you save the little pixel people and you take off. But they bought that studio, House Marquee. They bought House Marquee. Um, I haven't heard complaints from Xbox fans. I haven't heard complaints from them at all. I haven't heard anything, you know. But they complained about Spider-Man. Why? Because of Sunset Overdrive
It was originally Xbox.
is original Xbox, and they were like, oh well, we won't get a sequel because now whatchamacallit is a sole Sony studio. So
Hey, I complained about Final Fantasy, but I know
yeah,
this is how it works. I mean,
yeah, things
yeah,
happen. Things happen, man. It's just the world
And
rotates.
at least if you are, a PlayStation man and you do have the means, I know not everyone has the means to get every system, every
Right.
console, every doodad and whatever. But if you do have the means, I mean, you have many options with computers where, like, you can get, all these quote Xbox exclusives. They're all coming PC
yeah.
and everything.
Right.
So, I
Yeah.
mean, and you have many options price wise that can run all these.
Exactly.
So
It's
if you
just
have the
like, yeah.
means, I mean, you're not shit out of luck, so to say. Like, I mean, I get it. You already have this badass machine. It would be nice to have everything you can on there, all that. I get it, but I mean, it is what it is.
Just wait for your
Yeah.
Uncharted, your God of War.
Yeah. I mean, y'all have hits, man. So nothing wrong with that. And that doesn't mean you're not going to get a big title soon. I mean, just get over it. Let Microsoft have fun. Let them have their glory day. Let them bask in the sun. You can't hog the sunshine all the damn
I was
time.
about to say it's not like Sony's. Their studios aren't pumping out like badass games.
Yeah.
Like some people making out like, oh, it's the apocalypse. Like, no, dude, no. Like you're still getting tons of good stuff
Right.
pumped out.
You're about to get Death Loop. Get over your fucking
Like,
selves.
Bethesda.
Yeah, Bethesda, which seems like now it's only a limited exclusive, but you get it first. Stop. Just stop. Enjoy what you have. Your ecosystem is it's nice. Most of y'all are toxic, but the same goes with Microsoft nuts.
Oh,
it's
Um,
everywhere,
it's
yeah.
man.
everywhere. Toxicity is
We just
everywhere.
gotta chill, man. It's all
Yeah,
good.
just
We're all we're all just trying to play some damn games.
exactly.
Calm
Pick up
down.
pick up your damn control and hit the start button and shut the
Just
fuck up.
chill.
Yeah, have fun. So, but once again, shout out Aaron Greenberg. Good job.
On the table.
You're number one. Balls. Table. No, no. He didn't do balls on the face. He teabagged them
Yeah.
with that
This
tweet. He just teabagged them like,
old school style.
hi, you remember this thing from Halo? Teabag, 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 teabag. And then he just kept going.
Slap, 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 slap.
Smack, 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 smack. All right. Last story, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, haven't heard from this company in a hot minute. Um, I think I'm gonna call this a new challenger approaches in the handheld gaming market.
I'm
Gabe
excited.
Newell, Baron Beard himself, the man of Valve, the man who at one time was a hardcore 360 guy and then was pissing on Sony and then showed up at a Sony E3 eating crow saying, well, you guys, Sony's fun. we're bringing games and you can do mods. He and his crew at Valve has finally said, you know what, Nintendo? We can make a handheld too. And damn it, It's a big one. Ladies and gentlemen, the Valve Steam Deck has been announced and shipping in December with three three models. Prices range from $399 to $529, and then the Big Daddy at $649 US. Um, let me hurry up and read the specs. I'm gonna run through it. The device has an AMD APU containing a quad-core Zen 2 CPU with 8 threads and 8 compute units worth of AMD RDNA2 graphics. That's the thing people are really they want to hear that RDNA, and I think it's DLSS. It's that learning system for graphics and stuff like that. Alongside 16 gigs of LPDDR5 RAM, and the 3 different storage tiers. For the 399, you only get 64 gigs, not enough. Um, of eMMC storage. There's a 256 gig NVMe SSD storage, faster compute times, faster load times, things like that. Your game will play a little quicker, shit like that. Like if you're playing your Series X as well as your PlayStation 5, both have SSD chipsets, yada bing storage, so that's good. That one's for 529, and then you have the Big Daddy at half a terabyte of high speed NVMe, I'm sorry, NVMe SSD storage for $640. You can also expand the available storage using the high speed micro SD card slot, the Switch, quite frankly. So, Valve is saying, hey, Nintendo, we are here. We are we are coming after you. Um, I think this was a kind of a slap in the face to Nintendo, who just said, "Hey, guys, we're coming out with a new Switch. Oh my God, is it the Switch Pro with more power and processing? Blah blah blah." You get 64 gig internal, say it, storage, and OLED monitor. Yay, brighter. What about when I dock it? Can I play in absolute 4K? No, 1080p, depending on developers. But we got a new Pokemon coming out.
David.
Like, I'm not gonna hate on the
Well,
the
Dave's
OLED,
gonna get
man.
one.
OLED screen.
Oh, they're
man,
beautiful.
beautiful. Like, I'm not gonna hate on that ever.
But
Like,
ladies and gentlemen, we've had a handheld that had an OLED screen. It was called the PlayStation Vita.
oh, I know. That's why I was like, oh no, that's beautiful. I still have that model.
Yeah. I
The
sadly
OG one.
I didn't get it. I came after the model after, but I still love my Vita. I play
Model after, in my opinion, is better, but only thing is you don't get the OLED.
well, yeah, I don't get the OLED. I know you bragging ass son of a monkey.
I
I
still
get
love
it.
that model better
No,
though,
as
like
you
just form
should.
factor and everything.
As you should. But I'm gonna be brutally honest. I'm a little off with where the thumbsticks are because I'm so used to playing. Well, they're a little too high up, but
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't
because
played it.
under each one you've got like two touch pads and everything as well, like to
Yeah,
mimic, for like mouse movements and things like that.
right. Like it's a lot, man. This is a handheld computer. This is a handheld, what, maybe mid-range, low-range computer, maybe
That's like pretty mid range,
mid-range. Okay, because I'm not the PC
same
guy.
kind
You
of
are.
like architecture as like Xbox Series S, PS5 kind of stuff.
So yeah, you're walking with a PS5 Series S kind of system.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I say like, I mean, and it's a full fledged computer too. I mean, like you're not. I mean, heck, you can install Epic Game Store on there. You can
Right.
install ROMs. You can.
Yeah, you're not locked
I
into
mean, you can plug it into a monitor and use it as a computer. I mean, you can
sweet.
put Windows on there. You can do
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, because you're not married to Valve, you're not married to Steam. It's open source basically.
Yes.
And Gabe knew I love his Twitter handle. It's just Gabe N, but people they call him in Gaben. So
Gavin.
Gaben gets on because someone asked, "Hey, you're giving us 512, you're giving us half a terabyte, which 9 out of 10 you're only probably going to get 300 gigs because of operating system things of that nature. Can we, just crack that bad boy open and increase it? Maybe put 2 terabytes. Give us a little love in there, Gaben." And his one-word answer was yes. So
Y- That's what I say. Yeah, the NVMe storage. I mean, that's easily swappable on it.
yeah. So the beauty of it is, I like it. It looks good. It's just the thumb pads, the thumbsticks. But would I'm gonna say it like this: that thing is a Game Gear on steroids.
Oh yeah,
It looks like the Sega Game Gear, and with a shittier battery life. That's the biggest problem. The battery life on this bad boy is very short. But then
it
no,
depends on what you're playing and things
yeah,
like that
and
too.
how you play it.
Yeah,
Because it does
because
4K, and
Well,
you can play it in ultra.
I feel like we're at the death's rattle of handhelds because I feel like in a couple years, cloud gaming is just gonna make handhelds obsolete of what all those specs are and everything.
Yeah,
As long as you have a good internet connection, it doesn't care
yeah,
what your
you're
specs
good.
are. Yeah, it's
You're
on
good.
whatever the server has.
But I want to say, before we have the funeral for handhelds, good job, Gaben and Valve. It's a
and
beautiful handheld.
like the Switch, you can get a dock for it, hook it to your
Yeah,
TV and everything, and
it
That's
looks.
what's
there you go.
that's
Yep.
what's yeah.
It. I mean, they are coming for Nintendo's neck, and whew, dear Lord. Oh, the actual OS is based on Linux. All right, you
Mhm.
nerds. You're getting what you want. Um, I saw some folks like, "Oh yeah, I'm going for the 399 because that's the value," and then people just started coming out of left field. You may not want to do that. Go and look, just try to find $250
I
more
say
and
the
get the.
wife and I each reserve the middle one, the 256.
Oh
So
really? No, well, and the beauty is that I think all three models can be upgradable. You can crack it open,
if I'm not
change.
mistaken, yes, they all
Okay,
three can.
so even if you buy the 399 one, you can get, you know, a bigger hard drive, maybe even the SSD hard drive, and put it in
It's
there.
the only real difference besides storage in the highest price one
Uh-huh.
is the screen comes with like an anti-glare type like coating and everything already on
Oh,
it.
you could easily go put that on.
So
Just put a little bit of cellophane wrap on your shit, and you're good to go. No glare. See, I solved it. You don't have to pay 650.
yay.
Yay, smart. I'm with the good head. No, I have to say, when I saw it, I was like, damn, this is a nice ass handheld. I'm a little off on the thumbsticks, but then the more I'm looking at it, it looks like you are perfectly like this. So, your fingers are doing this instead of like if you're playing well, the Switch is somewhat like that. But like when I play Xbox, I got a thumbstick here, I got a thumbstick here, and I'm doing this. So it looks like it sits comfortably. I watched the handheld hands-on with IGN, and they gave it some praise. They were like, man, it sits comfortably in my hands. It's a very powerful system, and the games look great, they run great. But I think they had the 650 version. They had the Big Daddy. So, you know, will I get
Say
one? Maybe. I don't know. Um, Let me see where my funds are. If I get a better job that pays a lot more, I definitely get one. But I'll probably concentrate on becoming a PC gamer, but still a console gamer because that's my first love. So, congratulations to Valve, congratulations to Gabe Newell. let's see what happens. It's gonna be a hard, it's gonna be a long road to travel to try to fight against Nintendo and Switch. And it's not because they're dropping this OLED system. I just think, the install base of the Nintendo Switch is, it's kind of locked in there. But PC, I think the PC crew, like your brood, are gonna really make that handheld system something. So we'll see. December. It's Christmas. It's Christmas for gaming. And Chris was talking about cloud gaming. I'm gonna add this, and then we're gonna shut this thing down. Netflix is jumping into cloud gaming.
That's true.
Woo,
Into the mobile sphere.
In the mobile sphere, which would 9 out of 10 lead into playing it on your TV, playing it, well, your mobile phone, your television, your computer. All you need is a controller and a good internet connection. And this is where they may become the standard. No extra charge, which I think is kind of BS, because they're going to raise the prices of Netflix regardless. They're going to be like, hey, are you paying $18.99? Well, bitch, you'll be paying $25 and you're not going to be mad. Why? Because we're bringing back Orange is the New Black. That would not make me pay $25. I'll just go to the lesser tier and watch it on one television. But they're getting into the fight. So Microsoft with xCloud, Netflix with Netflix, Stadia, dead. Google wants you to believe no. You guys, just walk away. It would be nice if Google just said, okay, well, we don't like Netflix. We're gonna side with Microsoft and see what Phil and the gang are gonna do. But hey, I don't think we'll see anything from that cloud gaming. I don't think until 2022. They probably do test markets and then boom, if it works out, then they'll put it out there. So, whoo. Boy, we had a good fulfilling show, didn't we? I think we did. I hope everybody enjoyed.
Hey.
But before we go, you know how we end this. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for what are you playing? What are you watching? What are you reading? And if you're asking Chris McNabb, fuck reading. Reading is for suckers. So I'm going to start with Chris. Chris, what are you playing? What are you watching?
All right. Well, watching, I hinted at this earlier. I started He-Man and wait.
Yep.
Masters of the Universe.
There you go. Say the title right. Put some respect
There's a reason why He-Man's not in it.
Yep.
Put it that way. I'm
oh boy.
Animation's great. It feels kind of misleading a little bit what's going on in the story, but
yeah,
you can see it through and see how it goes.
Okay.
When I'm playing, I'm back into Cyberpunk. Never really had an issue with it with the Series X. I got tired of waiting for the next gen patch, so I'm playing that again. Also playing something called Atomic something. It's like this roguelike farming game. Pretty fun. So it just dropped on Game Pass, so that's what I'm playing.
Nice. Well, hey, what has you? What say you, sir? What are you playing, watching, or reading?
Playing now. I'm a big fan of the MOBAs, man. So I had to jump on the old Pokemon Unite, man. I had to quote shit on these kids in a new MOBA. So still playing like the League, the HOTS, all that stuff. But yeah, had to shit on some kids on the Switch now. So.
Wow.
Getting my Pokemon MOBA on.
Oh, okay. Well, Dave says, fuck them kids, especially fuck them kids when it comes to Pokemon.
Yeah, get wrecked. You're not gonna be a master. Like me and my crew. You can never do it. Stay out of my ranked matches.
You ain't ass, bitch.
Yeah, you ain't shit. So anyway. And then as far as watching, I haven't watched too much lately. Started watching, I'm the big weeb anime guy. I've been watching Tokyo Revengers, which is really good.
Oh, nice,
real good. So I recommend that. Check it out.
Yeah, I saw Fantastic Frankie talking about it. I need to check it out.
As far as reading, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't started anything new just yet. I really need to start getting back into I mean, you know, I read all my nerd shit, the manga and everything, but no, I really want to start getting back into some like hardcore books again, you know. So right now, kind of nothing, but you know, like I said, mainly been duking on these kids on Pokemon. You'll never be a master. Go back to your pallet town.
Ruining lives.
Woo! Ruining lives, one kid at a time. Damn, Dave.
Go back to pallet town and cry.
What was that old internet video? Damn, David.
Yeah.
Man, hide your kids because Dave is fucking up dreams. Kids going up to mom, buy me Pokemon United. I'm gonna be the best Pokemon trainer of all time.
Master, I'm gonna no get shit on.
Tell your mother I'm coming at 12. It's like, whoa, what the hell? All right, so children's dreams be damned when you play Pokemon with Dave. Keep your kids away from them. Not in a bad way. It's not in a creepy way.
Not that way.
He wants them to cry. Yeah, he just wants them to learn that life does not care about their youth. So screw it. As for me, if you're following me on twitch.tv/madnessad, you'll be knowing what I be playing. And that is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. My goodness. Whew, that is a beautiful ass game. I just recommend it.
I've been watching your playthroughs, and I was like half the time, I'm like, God dang, it's so pretty, man.
Yeah,
PS5 looking good.
I can't, and every time I stream, I'm like, guys, does it look good? Is it pixelated? Are y'all having any lagging issues? Is it breaking up? And everybody's just like, it looks good. Looks good.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Sounds good.
You know, and I just have to say, Insomniac knows how to make a good, fun game, and that's Ratchet and Clank. Like, I hadn't played it since the first one, so I'm you know, it's almost like I'm I'm introduced for the first time. It's like I'm playing Ratchet and Clank for the first time, and this is the game you should get. If you've never played it, get this game. So I highly recommend it. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, not ripped apart. It is for the PS4 and it is for the PS5, but if you got the monies, get the PS5 version, because my goodness,
It's so pretty.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The fair. As for what I'm watching, I'm like Chris. I watched the first 5 of Masters of the Universe. It ain't your uncle's He-Man, that's for sure. I like it. The animation is beautiful. I have to say that. It is some beautiful animation. The voice acting, I'm getting used to. It's a little off for me. I kind of wish they'd have went and got the old music, but there is a reason we won't get the old damn music, because there's a reason the main characters. But it's only 5 episodes for part 1. They haven't said when part 2's coming out, but I got a strong feeling the way part 5 ended. Part 6, episode 5 ended. Man, they might as well just stick to that title. So
I already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I
kind of feel it. I kind of feel
grab
it.
the sword.
Yeah. Wait, who?
Shitila.
Oh yeah. But is she gonna be She-Ra? They already have a She-Ra series.
Yeah, she'll be Shitila.
Or Sheila.
Sheila.
Sheila. Bum. Sheila. And she's this girl.
Bigger.
Oh, so she's already ripped.
Yes, I know.
You know, but hey, shout out to Kevin Smith for actually having the chutzpah to bring it back, to just say, hey, we're going to do this. I thought it was pretty, for now, I'm just going to wait till I can watch all 10. Well, I watched the first 5, so I'll be honest once I see the whole thing, part 1 and part 2. And I also watch, because it's not a series, Ruro Uni Kenshin, the final. Holy hot pants. What an awesome movie with amazing action. If you're a fan of the manga, if you're a fan of the anime, you've seen the first 1, 2, 3 movies, you know the movies are just based on the anime. And they go through the arcs that the anime and manga went through. And I think this is just a continuation. And oh damn, the action is beautiful, like well shot. um I watch it in Japanese, but the script is still cool. Sanosuke still gets his ass handed to him on a daily basis. The only thing I was sad about was Yasuke didn't get much action. He didn't come in with his wooden katana and pop people over the head. I was kind of sad, but I highly recommend y'all give that a watch. What else am I watching? Black Monday on Showtime continues to prove that Regina Hall is the shit. Regina King is the shit as well, but Regina Hall is a god among men when she is on the television screen or the movie screen. This woman is comedy personified. Don Cheadle is just Don Cheadle. The man is black excellence and cool. I've been watching Flatbush Memoirs, I think it's called. No, excuse me. Flatbush Misdemeanors on Showtime as well. I've been on a Showtime kick lately. So check those out. That's what I've been watching. As for what I've been reading, it's only been one book. I had to go back and start from the beginning because everything got erased. Creativity Inc. by Ed Catmull. If you don't know who he is Pixar. He is one of the founders of Pixar. Actually, he's the big daddy of Pixar. And the book is really, it has a little bit of history where he was going to the University of Utah. He was a part of ARPA, which became DARPA. DARP. If you don't know what that is, read the book. It's really good. While it does give you kind of like a history of how Pixar started, the book is really about how to solve problems that you find unsolvable. It's a really good how-to book. How his mind works, how the folks at Pixar's minds work when it came to hey, we're stuck on this scene here. We can't get this movie to move because of this scene. Well, think about it and blah blah blah. Break it down. Do this. But it doesn't tell you how to do it. It just says how to kind of look at things, and he gives these examples and stuff. It's a really good read. If you can find it, pick it up. Creativity Inc. I forgot the little subtitle because it's fairly long, and when it gets too long, I kind of feel like I'm shutting off. Creativity Inc. is the way to say it.
Hmm.
So that's what I've been reading. So yeah, I recommend it. I recommend everything that Chris and Dave have watched or played. We know Chris don't read. Uh, so definitely, man, shop local, shop often. Go find these things at your local comic book stores, bookstores, game stores. If you have to go to the big dogs, definitely get it. But if you have a local place that handles stuff like that, do it. Do you understand? Let me look dead in the camera. Do it. All right, dead in the camera. I'm done. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that wraps it up because Dave's got to leave. And I really just want to go eat.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm kind of hungry too, and
Yeah,
leaving
and Chris-
also incorporates the lunch, so it's like
right. So we gotta end this, and Chris has a lovely cat to father, as well as I forgot, and Dave has children's dreams to destroy.
I
So
do. That's later today though, but still.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you know the routine. I asked you every time on every episode, on every video we drop, please hit that red subscribe button. It only takes a second. Blue thumbs up. Blue thumbs are cool, and it helps with that YouTube algorithm. Ugh. And hit that bell, turn those notifications to all so you'll be notified when the next Geek Table Talk hits, as well as movie reviews. And I have a few coming, and I think you're going to enjoy them. And I have guests with those too. Yay. Also, like, share. Come on, guys. Like this video. That's the blue thumbs. Share this video. Get on Facebook. Hey, you see these 3 crazy handsome nerds? They're awesome. Watch it.
Check out this video. It's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
Do your best Owen Wilson impression. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Um, so share it, man, and leave comments, y'all, because guess what? We've reached 500. Put a comment on this video, put a comment on any other video, even the old videos. It puts you in the contest. That's the way you register to get your $50. No, I'm not giving everybody $50. It's just one $50 gift certificate. You'll win it. If I choose the right person, I'll be like, hey, you're the winner. Yay, shaboosh.
Did it.
You know, episode 11 is in the books. It's done. Thank y'all for watching. And y'all know how I end this. Make sure you wash your hands, you wash your feet, and most importantly, wash your ass. We are still in a broken Panasonic tape deck. Our cassette is stuck because why? There are certain sons of bees who are just constantly rewinding and playing, and they push the buttons at the wrong time and it got stuck. You guys are at fault. Not my friends, but most of you. You know who you are. Wear a mask. If you're not afraid of the vaccine, get the vaccine, man. There are people. This Delta variant is killing folks like Sylvie killed them. He who remains. And I'm laughing, but it's really not a laughing matter. So people, please take care of yourselves. Take care of the ones you love and take care of strangers too, man. We all got to live on this mud ball together. So until next time, stay geeky.